There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the ground. Got room to work. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
On that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. They'll leave it with him. blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. On the move. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down coming up. back to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
After the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
He'll go to the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Looks as if he's going to run it. Driving for the goal line. Loose football. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the 1st?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give to the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Fritz. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Fritz. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action on them, right? If I think this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man out of the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Michigan.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. Seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he had just enough to will that one home. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, you can just keep your points. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. They'll give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making side adjustments here. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Started from the 37-yard line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Frost. Bust through behind his pad. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. Got the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll go to the ground. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. This quarterback part of their running game. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback will keep it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
The plays, you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Running through contact. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. That's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you
Turning it on! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The play action fake. Throwing right. It's caught. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Timeout, Texas.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to fire on second down. Forced out of the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Finds a little space. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a fourth down from the 42. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Going right to work up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it along the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Rushing to the line, trying to get in a little better position for their kicker. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
First the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And this to tie things up in the final minute. Absolutely perfect. We are all tied up here in the fourth. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Frost. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. A timeout is called. It gives everyone a chance to take a deep breath and get settled here in overtime. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection on 4th down, and they give up the football here in overtime.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The give to the tailback. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, up 4th down.
So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. And
machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.